Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you're seeing this face, hello, hi, my name is Topsy. Thank you for clicking in to watch this video. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So as you can see from the title of this video, I'm probably the last person in the whole of YouTube kingdom to review this foundation. And it's because it was hard work getting my hands on this foundation. I will talk to you briefly about what I've been through trying to get this Juvia's Place foundation, very briefly, because I know you guys just want to see the foundation on my face. I'm not going to ramble on for too long. However, as you all know, Juvia's Place recently came out with their complexion products. They're well known for their eyeshadows, their brushes. I have a ton of their eyeshadows because I love the brand. Their eyeshadows are just pigmented, amazing, so I thought, of course I had to support them when I knew that their foundations and concealer were just going to be amazing, even before trying them. So I was like so eager to get my hands on it. The day after it launched, I went online and I was like, okay, I think I know what shade I am, I think. And then I got the wrong shade. It was too dark. When I did more research or more digging, the shade that I think that I am was now sold out. And obviously you guys know that I live in the UK. If you don't know, I do live in the UK. And the Juvia's Place foundations are not available at the moment. So I obviously had to order it from the States and it just took forever. So anyway, we're here now. And I still don't know if the shade that I picked, secondly, is the right shade. I'm still not sure, you know, but anyway, we'll find out together. Okay, I have tested out this foundation only once because I really wanted to get this video out, so I didn't want to spend too long testing it, making up my mind. But I think I pretty much have my mind made up on what I feel about the foundation. On my second round on their website, I picked up a foundation, a concealer, actually two concealers, one to highlight under the eyes and the other one to contour. I also picked up their powder as well, and I also picked up their brush. So they have 42 shades in the foundation and they came out with 24 shades in the concealers. For the powder they have 5 shades, I believe. So the concealer shade that I got was 11. That looks like that. And then for my contour shade, I picked up 2. And that looks like that. Like I said earlier, the powder comes in 5 shades. And I picked up the color Kalahari. It pretty much goes from light to dark. I also picked up the I Am Magic flat top foundation brush, which looks like that. The first round when I went to the website a day after they launched, I picked up Kenya, which was 200, thinking that that was my color. I was so wrong. Kenya was definitely too dark for me, but I will swatch it for you guys just in case you were wondering how dark Kenya was for me. So that is Kenya right there. As you can see, it looks quite orange. It's quite warm. On their website, Kenya is described as suitable for deep dark skin with warm golden undertones. That did not work for me. So yeah, that's why we had to do take 2. For take 2, after much digging, I decided to go for Malawi, which is shade 230. And Malawi is described to be for dark skin with golden undertones. I have been told by a professional makeup artist that I can get away with either a red or a yellow undertone, because on the perimeter of my face I'm supposed to have a red undertone, and right in the middle of my face I have a golden undertone. So that's Malawi right there, the second one, and this is Kenya. So I settled for Malawi on my second time shopping on the website, and like I said, I've only worn it once, and I'm still not convinced that that is the correct shade for me. I'll be honest. I just feel like it's one of those things where, because there's a lot of options, there's a lot of undertones, you could actually fit into like 2-3 different shades, which is a good thing, but at the same time, having choice can also be a problem because it can cause a lot of confusion. So yeah, I'll put on the foundation for you, and then you guys can let me know what you think, if this is a perfect shade for me or you think that I need to go lighter. So without further ado, if you would like to see my review of the Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation, concealers, powders, and also the foundation brush, keep watching. So I've got Malawi here. I have primed my face, and the primer that I used today was the Tatcha primer. That's what I used to prime my face. So I'm just gonna squeeze like one pump, because I think I've watched enough to know when people say a little goes a long way. Literally, a little goes a long way. And I am a girl who likes full coverage anyway. I'm an all or nothing kind of girl. It's either I'm wearing a full face or I'm wearing nothing at all. So I normally just dot my foundations on first. And then we're going to go in with the brush. And I do love how the brush performs. It's very soft and it does blend very well. This is my first Juvia's Place brush. Never tried any of their brushes, and I am impressed. So that's the foundation on. I'll come closer. I don't think it's a bad match. I don't know. In real life, it's looking really good, but when I look on the screen, it's looking a bit warm. But anyway, let's put on the concealer, and then we'll take it from there. Like I said, the concealer color that I got was 11. And the concealer is much more liquid, like liquider, if that's a word, much more fluid than the foundation is. I normally blend my concealer in with a brush, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I do one eye at a time. And it blends really well, as in I'm not having any problems blending it. Then I'm gonna take another brush just to further blend that in. And this is the Real Techniques brush. Just gonna do the same thing for the other side. But anyway, I don't normally use liquid concealer to contour. I normally use stick foundation. I use the Bobbi Brown stick one. So again, with this one, just like the foundation, because this color is really deep, you just need literally the smallest product, or else, yeah. So I'm just gonna put like 2 dots. So as you can see, like I said, a little goes a long way. That's why you don't want to, I mean, it's easier to add to it than to remove. So now we're going to move on to the powder, which looks like that. Again, the powder is also very small. I don't have the weight of the powder here, so I don't know how much is in here. However, comparing it to my usual powder, which is the Laura Mercier, you get 29 grams of product in this, and as you can see, it's considerably smaller than the Laura Mercier, as you can see. This is how the powder looks like. I chose Kalahari. Looking back now, I should have gone for something more translucent because this looks very yellow. So sorry, my light is washing it out. Looks very yellow, and I don't tend to go for yellow powders. I don't know if you guys remember, I did say that I tried the Sash Buttercup, and that was the reason I didn't like it, because it was just too yellow. And then I picked the wrong powder. Anyway, for the sake of this video, I'm going to put the powder on. I don't bake because my under eye is just dry as it is, so I just basically use minimum powder just to set the concealer in place. When I compare the powder to my Laura Mercier, as you can see, I'm almost out of my Laura Mercier, but this is how the Laura Mercier looks like, and this is how Kalahari looks like. As you can see, Kalahari pulls more on the yellow side compared to Laura Mercier, which is more translucent. So yeah, so this is how the face is looking like. I haven't set it in place yet, but this is the foundation on the concealer under the eyes, set with the powder, and I've also contoured with a darker concealer. I'm not going to set my face in place. I'm going to do all this off camera because I don't want this video to be too long. I'm going to finish up my makeup and I'm going to come back and share my views on this foundation with you. So this is the finished look with the rest of my makeup on. So I'm going to talk you through the pros and cons of the foundation. A pro is obviously the price. It's very affordable. It's obviously full coverage. And if you're someone who suffers with hyperpigmentation, scars, this will cover everything for you. This will cover your sins. It will cover your expenses, cover your mortgage, will cover everything. So we like that. It's very lightweight. Even the fact that it's actually full coverage, it's very lightweight on the skin. It doesn't feel cakey. As you can see, it looks good. It looks good on the skin. It doesn't, I don't get that cakey look. I'm still seeing my skin but better, if that makes sense. So we like that. The finish is beautiful. I love the finish that it's given me. It's actually reminding me so much of my NARS Natural Radiant foundation. I don't know if I mentioned earlier that it's a velvet matte finish. From testing it out previously, I would say that it's for all skin types. It would work well with people with dry skin because it's not too matte, and it would also work for people with oily combination skin, which I have, because still got that matte essence to it, if that makes sense. There's quite a lot of undertones, so it does cater to a lot of people. You will find your shade one way or the other. It might take you a while, like me, but eventually you would find a shade to suit you. They have a wide variety of shades, like from the deepest of the deep, like Nimatang Deep, to like the lightest of the light complexion, like Nikki Tutorials light. They cater to pretty much the full spectrum of shades, which is amazing. So even though they're a black owned business, they're not just catering to dark skinned people. They're basically catering to everybody, which is amazing. I would say a pro of this is that it's very travel friendly. It's very small and it just fits. It fits into the smallest spaces. So I'd say that's a pro. If you can't tell by now, I do like the foundation. I love the way it looks. I actually feel like I did a good job second time around matching myself, and I think that Malawi is a good match. Another pro that I will actually say is that because there's such different choices in terms of undertones, I can actually get away with using other colors. I'd say like maybe even Gabon and Lagos, which are close to Malawi in shade. So that's a good thing, because even if they've sold out of a certain color, you can still get away with using another one. So that's a good thing. Those are all the pros of the foundation. So coming to the cons, for me the packaging is going to take some getting used to, I'll be honest, because I'm the girl who's used to the pumping. The fact that you have to squeeze the product out could be a con, especially if you're not used to that sort of. For me, it's like I have to like press it really gently to get the product out, because I am scared I'm gonna press too much out, if that makes sense. So this tube will take a bit of getting used to if you've been used to the pump action, you know, from your usual foundations. If you don't like full coverage, if you're the no makeup kind of girl, then this foundation would definitely not be for you. The last con for me would be the fact that the actual foundation is not available in the UK at the moment, so that sucks because obviously you have to wait a while for shipping, and even sometimes you might have to pay tax on the product, which is obviously added expense. So I'm hoping that it is available in the UK soon. I know that Beauty Bay does stock Juvia's place, I believe, so it would be nice for it to be readily available in the UK soon. That's that on the foundation. I do like the concealer. I love the consistency, I love the way it blends out, and I love the color that I chose. And yeah, that's that on the concealer. Powder, like I mentioned in the video, it was a bit too yellow for my liking. I might have gone for a shade down, which is probably going to be more of a translucent powder. So that's really that on the powder. I don't think that I'll be picking up another color, to be honest. I'll just work with this one. And lastly, the brush, I really like. The only thing that I could say that you might not like is it's quite long compared to other brushes. If I put it next to my Real Techniques foundation brush, as you can see, it's longer than the average brush. So if you're someone who doesn't like long brushes in terms of the grip and it being awkward, then you might not like this, but I don't mind, and I really do like it. It's very soft and gets the job done. Another con for the brush that I would say, only if you've got OCD, for me I don't really care, is when I used it the first time and I washed it, there's the white bit, because there's like a multi-color, as you can see. There's a brown side and a white side. When I washed it for the first time after I used it, it did stain and I couldn't get the foundation off completely. So I would say if you're someone who has OCD and likes to have their white head brushes squeaky clean, like white clean, you might have a problem with that. So just bear that in mind, that it does stain the white of the brush and it might be quite difficult to get off. So just bear that in mind. So that's it. That's pretty much my review of the Juvia's Place complexion products, from their foundations to their concealers to their powder and their foundation brush. I gave this launch a 9 out of 10. I think they've done an amazing job as an indie brand, and they're flying the flag for black businesses. And I'm so proud. I'm so happy for them. Congrats. And I can't wait to see what more Juvia's Place has in store for us. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Have you picked up any products from this launch? Did you find it easy to match yourself to a shade? And how did you find the foundation or whatever it is that you picked up from the launch? Let me know in the comment section. I would love to know. I thank you guys so much for taking the time out to watch this video. I appreciate you, and I hope to see you guys in another video very soon. Take care, guys. Bye.